Oh, happy days! Tuck is coming out again. Welcome to another update here on HubNut. Time for more fleet news. This video is sponsored by the Jackery 3000 V2 solar power pack. So solar energy into your power pack, but it's got another trick up its sleeve, and I'm going to show you later in this video. More on that later. But yeah, a bit of a fleet update. We're approaching payday, so at the stage, probably get a few more parts for this because strut tops I think are going to be needed. I don't know if I want to do that job because I think it involves dismantling the struts. May farm the job out, may seek some expertise. We'll see where we end up with that. Desmond, the Perodua Kenari, has just been sitting in here for a couple of weeks. We've been away on a bit of a break. Got some very important duties because it's still the learner car. So I need to make sure all is well with Desmond. This week, Fiat Panda has been in use because Miss Hubnut's parents have been here. They've been dog and house sitting for us, and this is their old car. So we thought, well, if they need a run around, nothing better than the car they're entirely used to. So they've been running around in this while we've been away. And Muggins here has managed to break the rear wiper trying to fix it. It's a weird sort of a fitting, and I thought I had the right blade to fit. No, I haven't. So I'm going to leave that prone to remind me I need to order a replacement blade. I've just put new blades on the front, all good. And why have I had to put new blades on the front? Because it's absolutely chucking it down. It's that sort of mizzly mist stuff that just soaks you to the skin in seconds. Betty has been held up here. This is my Australian Ford Fairmont AU. She's been holed up in the unit while we've been away, but she's coming out. I wasn't planning to get her out, but the Vel Satis, oh yes, the other Vel Satis, that's off the road for this month. Got some plans for this, trying to sort the bodywork out, and then that is going to move on. We've already got our eye on another car, but can't go anywhere with that as yet because this needs to go first. Bob, the folding camper, having a quiet old year, and then Daihatsu parts car is still there. The one vehicle that is not here is the hero of the hour. That is Bella the Berlingo. And yeah, very grateful we have been, because somehow, it's Miss Hubnut, isn't it? We ended up with 5 suitcases for 4 people due to all the outfits. Little Miss Hubnut's suitcase was bursting at the seams as well. But we just about managed to get it under the weight limit, so that was good. And we didn't buy enough souvenirs to give us any horrors on the way back. But yes, Bella the Berlingo had to take 4 of us, 5 suitcases, and we each had an overnight bag as well to go under our seat on the plane. All that went in Bella the Berlingo, no problem, and it doesn't go above the window line, so you've still got a perfectly clear view out the back. The Berlingo is just amazing for practicality. Absolute winner. The long-term slumbering pair, I would like to get this one out for a show next month, and we've still got all the service items there, so I need to dig into this area. We've just got stuff. We're having to clear the house quite rapidly for impending guests, so a lot of stuff has just ended up here to get out of the way for the time being. So I took the Invocar is going to come out. I have no idea what I'm doing with this. If I'm going to seek a bit of expertise to help with this project, I may see if they can offer any advice on what's going wrong with the belts. Still got concerns about the exhaust as well. I think the exhaust is still blowing quite badly, and still need to refurb the wheels and replace all the tyres, and then we can start thinking about MOT. So that's running the risk of becoming a winter project for the 3rd year on the trot. Go me. Too many cars, and that is something I would like to address going forward. I think we do need to work on cars, but I promise to show you some clever Jackery tricks. Now, anyone who has worked in the world of computing and networks knows the importance of a UPS, an uninterrupted power supply, and the Jackery 3000 V2 can be such a thing. It can already charge and power at the same time. We've seen that before using the solar panel. But it's doing that right now. So it's currently charging. I don't often charge it on mains power. Generally, I've just charged this with the solar panel, but it's raining again today, so we can't demonstrate that. But what we can demonstrate is, imagine you had this at home. You've got your computer, perhaps it's doing some updates, maybe it's doing some important networky stuff. It can't be turned off. And just takes one power cut, completely ruins your day. Been there, know all about that. So let's see what happens if I unplug the Jackery. This lamp is plugged into it at the moment. If we pull the power supply, uninterrupted power. The lamp is still illuminated, now running just on the battery power of the Jackery unit. So that in itself is just a really useful thing. I'm continuing to use it. It's just really handy, just instant power wherever I am. I can take it away to shows and we've got power to charge things up and keep things running. Really useful bit of kit, but this just gives it an extra dimension, I think. If you're thinking, well, how can I use this device when I'm not going away somewhere, or if I'm not at the unit? You can just have it at home and it is your backup power. If there are critical things you don't want to lose power, things that might lose memory and just be an utter pain to reset, that is the job. It just does it really, really well. So another string to the bow of the Jackery unit, be a few more later in the video. It is now Wednesday and I'm here with the hero of the current hour, Bella the Berlingo, and I've got the Jackery out. We've got some sunshine, so we've got the solar charger going. I'm going to do some solar powered vacuuming of the Berlingo because it's an absolute state. Typical family wagon. It's revolting inside, but what are we doing at the moment? Sunshine's a bit hazy and intermittent, but we're currently pulling, here we go, it's up to 150, the sun's getting stronger. 160 watts is what we're pulling down. But what does the vacuum take? Well, you plug it in and then you press the button. Ah yes, so the vacuum is pulling about 1100 watts. 1164, there we go. Pulling 182 watts of sunshine at the moment. The maximum is 200 watts. There's the capacity and the maximum output, so we're well within our limits. Here's a dog carrying, what is that? I have no idea. Let's do some cleaning. Yeah, we had a mild incident with a pastry, so get this all gone. But I need to clean Bella up for one very important reason that I'll get to when I'm no longer vacuuming. There we go, that's all looking a bit better in there after a bit of a clean up. Look at that, lovely. So yeah, you may be asking, why am I cleaning up Bella the Berlingo? And it's because she's going to be the first sale of the long-termers. So she does need to go. I have plans for some improvement works on this car, which I can only afford if we sell a car. And as I mentioned before, tax, insurance, everything. Bella has done exactly what we've needed of her. Go a bit wider. And she's been absolutely superb. The Jackery now charging after powering the vacuum. So the sale will include some fridge magnets that I stuck to the side of the car in November, and they're still there. Various stickers, obviously, and can, by arrangement, include the camper conversion, which is currently over here. The soft furnishings are up at our dryer unit to keep them in good shape. So that is available for an extra £100. But yeah, I would like £895 for Bella the Berlingo. She passed her MOT, I forget exactly when, but she certainly did pass it. So that was done. We got 4 pretty much brand new Falcon tyres. There is some crust on this wing. Probably best just to replace the entire wing, I should think. In terms of work we've had done, front springs, rear axle complete, timing belt, water pump, alternator she's had. So she's had a lot of stuff. And, you know, she's a bit battered, scratched in places, but overall pretty solid. Although I will point out, this is a car that has lived in Wales all of its life. So perfection perhaps not quite there. But obviously one of the key things is the enormous tailgate, and it's the fact how big, oh excuse the rubbish, on a mission, how big this area is. So you can have so much stuff in here below the window line. Seat obviously folds 60/40. I can probably find the rear panel, but it just fell off, all the clips just break. So I in the end I just gave up and took all the clips off. I've got the load cover is something we fitted, the rear wiper is something we fitted. In fact, there's 190 odd thousand miles, 194,000 I think she's on now. Let's just pop the key in and pop the ignition on. So yeah, 10,000 miles to her next service, oil level all good, and when that finally goes away, Come on, there we go. 194,345 miles. So we've done a fair few miles in this car. It's got the original head unit here, but now running this super cheap Bluetooth unit down here, which obviously allows you to charge as well. But we've got a little charge port down there. That's the original headlamp bulbs that came with it, because we've now got Osram night breakers fitted. And the interior, pretty tidy, a little dirty perhaps, but overall pretty good condition. And there's the 2-litre HDI engine, which sounds much like this. It kind of sounds like they do. It's still a little bit down on power. Remember, we had 78 brake horsepower on the dyno when we went to visit Kitch, but up to about 2,500 revs, which is where the majority of the torque is, it's absolutely as per factory. So it still pulls quite well. We're getting 50 to the gallon on a run, even more if you keep the speed down a bit to more like 60. And this lovely rainforest green paint as well, and quite unusual these days. The M49 pre-facelift ones are getting rare now, but yeah, it has served us well. But Bella, I think it is time. She's done everything we needed of her, but yeah, I want some churn, I want some changes, so that's what we'll do. The rear doors on these early ones, you actually have to physically press that, which operates that little catch down there. They're later changed now because that's another pain in the backside. There's even half a tank of fuel at the moment. That won't be going down much because I'm leaving Bella at the unit today and going home in Desmond the Canary over there. So there you go, 895 or 995 if you want the camping accessories as well. You know, bear in mind they usually retail for a few £100 themselves. So if you're interested in Bella the Berlingo, do let me know. Well, there we go. We've done the vacuuming. The Jackery is now recharging. It dropped to 52%. It was on 56. It's already back up to 53%, charging away here in the sun. Solar powered vacuuming. I think that could really catch on. And you can use the app, so you haven't got to keep looking at the tiny screen. There is a handy app. Here's a screenshot. So yeah, really, really useful. Don't forget, I've got a discount code for this unit. If you check the description below, I'll get you a small % off. It will earn us a little commission. So as long as we're all clear on that, jobs are good. And I just had a good razz around in Desmond the Canary because domestic duties, shopping and other such fun things. I think I would like the Invocar out. So I'm going to have to change everything. I would really like to swap these two over. The Pajero does actually run, albeit briefly, no coolant. So the question is, can we rearrange all this chaos and actually get the Invocar out? It would help if I could get the Panda up there. For some reason I thought driving the Panda in that way was clever. It wasn't. So I may have to rejig because I left the Panda this way around to remind me that I need to do the rear wiper, but I know I need to do the rear wiper. I don't really need a reminder. I've got a blade on order. So I may actually get the Panda out and turn it around just to give us more space here, because this game of Tetris, you kind of just move the pile of junk around, and the pile of junk rarely seems to get smaller. I definitely need to get rid of some stuff though. I've got wheels which are knackered, 2CV wheels. I don't need rotten 2CV wheels, but similarly don't really want the tyres on them. So whether it's worth running them up to Tim, and maybe he'll let me use his machine to get the tyres off, and we can yeah, dispose of them. I might keep the tyres. Tyres are surprisingly useful things. You can put things on tyres, but the wheels themselves make the tyres heavy and are useless and just need to go for scrap. So yeah, let's start. Actually, maybe it's easier if I just leave the Panda outside for a minute. It gives me even more room to play with. I need to dig out. I've got a couple of Berlingo tyres here that someone on Facebook ages ago said they were going to have, and they haven't had. And similarly, the little generator, I think I'm just going to have to get rid of that locally. If stuff isn't collected, it just needs to go. So yeah, let's start sifting. I was just wondering, how on earth am I going to move this heavy pallet? But should have known. My landlord has some very, very useful tools and a pallet truck. He's one of them. Oh no, the oil's dead. The oil's dead. That should do. Well, there was no need for that, was there? This box is actually some goodies for a future video. We've got interior shampoo, interior microfiber, and leather clean and protect complete kit from Autoglim. It'd be very good to send that. We will be using this on the Vel Satis at some point. These seats were a particularly fine bit of skip diving, but don't actually really need them. Just yet more stuff. Because the problem, when you have space, you think, oh, I shall fill it with all sorts of useful things. But yeah, the definition of useful often gets pushed to its limits. We're getting there. I want to get the Jackery in and get the Jackery charging the battery on tuck while I continue to dig her out. Still quite a lot to move. Maybe time to admit that I should get rid of this bike because I don't ride it at all. Done 60 kilometers on this bike, which is hopeless. So yeah, if you'd like an orange Cyrusher electric bike with a very, very little used battery just there, let me know, because yeah, I'm not riding it. It's a waste of time for me to have that. That should be enough space to get the Jackery in, run the battery charger off it. So even took the Invacar will be solar powered. That's a first aid kit I found myself unexpectedly needing the other week. Sharp edges everywhere, folks, but the dressings are a little oversized for what I actually did to myself. Right, need that out of the way. Is the bonnet open? Yes. There we are. Tuck's little engine, we'll get it charging up. I don't think she need charging up, but because the fuel drains away and takes a while to crank through, it's probably kinder for the battery to actually run the charger on it. Oh, and in case you were wondering, it weighs 27 kilograms, which is as much as 27 bags of sugar. You want useless information? I got you covered. Where's my battery charger? Right, the charger is doing its thing. The battery's over 3/4 capacity apparently, but there's what a battery charger draws, just 51 watts. It's dropping away even. Wow, maybe the battery's healthier than I realised. Oh yeah, it does reckon the battery is fully charged. I did actually remember to disconnect it. More chaos wiring, because that's the hub nut way. Right, let's move some of this junk. That's a scrap wheel. Start a new scrap pile, I guess. That's Bella the Berlingo's spare wheel. She doesn't have a cradle, so I'm not even in the shop. Hi. Yeah, that's Bella's spare wheel. We need that. If we're going to sell Bella, probably should have a spare wheel. There we go. We'll file that down there. This is some packaging, but what do you do with this? Recycle it, bin it? I don't know. Something needs to happen with that. I shall simply file it over there for now. There's a picnic bag. Fun fact, the strap on this bag got burnt through on the way back from the Swedish World Meeting of 2CV Friends in our H-van. The exhaust was pointing up the floor. We hadn't realised it got twisted, and it was heating the floor up red hot pretty much. And they were like, what's that smell? And it burnt through the carpet and our picnic bag. That's mostly empty because everything's actually in bob. And then we've got a piece of wood in a bag. Everyone needs random bits of wood. The bag can probably go in the bin. And then we've got one of Bella's tyres. I don't know where the other one is. These are 175 65 14s. If you want them, and you've got to collect quickly, or I'm just going to bung them online and get rid. Yeah, they're available. These are Kinetica, Eco Kineticas, Kenders, from 2023. Loads of tread left, and there's another one somewhere. So at some point I might find. Maybe. Ian at hubnut.org. But yeah, no messing, they've got to go. That's another rotten 2CV wheel. Got a Michelin 125 on it with plenty of tread. But where's the year on that? 2017. So 2017, it's not actually holding air, but that could be the wheels rotten. This is what happens, they just go rotten on the inside. So yeah, if anyone wants that, feel free. And I think this is probably another 2017, also not holding air. Another rotten rim here. Some more bags of rubbish that we haven't managed to deal with yet. Easy to just move rubbish around, isn't it? And then we've got the Black & Decker Workmate, which is looking a bit busy. Can't move it without everything falling off. Place bets now, folks. Hey, hey, look at that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Nothing fell. Apart from that socket. And the accompanying ratchet. Apart from that, nothing. Barbecue. And more cardboard, more junk. Need to have a good clear out of cardboard. Big fire, that'd sort it out. That's took service items, so let's not lose that. File that there. For safety, we've got a bit of old carpet underlay, but I thought it'd be good for lying on the floor. It isn't, it just falls apart. So now you know. We've got one of Betty's old wheels. That's not looking very healthy these days. I don't miss these. These wheels were absolute pig to clean. The 5 spokes she's got now are so much better. I don't know where to put this wheel. I seem to be building up a pile of wheels right in my way. Well done me. Let's not do that. There we go. We've got the Pajero is appearing. That's the belt I can't get back on. That's the fan I don't care about anymore. I think ultimately I'm going to have to admit that I've just sunk too much money into this. It still needs too much and I can't be bothered. And you may think, well, that's a bit lame, and you'd be right. But Hubnut is a channel about reality, and the reality is that sometimes you have a project that's gone a bit too far. The Yugo Sana was one of those. The Alt Sits variously. Ooh, that might be a missing bolt from the Pajero. Keep that. And ultimately, I think this is one. It owes me a stupid amount of money, this thing. But I will never get that money back. If this was mint, I don't think I would stand a very good chance of getting my money back. Especially once I've paid out for tyres and wheel refurbishments and all sorts. So no, that's not happening. If that battery's good, then I'm going to nick the battery charger and try it on this battery, because I know this battery is not a happy battery. I don't think I've got my battery charger, my jump pack, with me today. I can get some life out of these tyres. This one's looking very sad indeed. I don't know why I bother putting the valve caps on. The valve cap is not the problem here. Right, we'll just make use of the fact that the Jackery has 3 13 amp outputs, so we can get the battery on charge as well. Right, let's just see what we're doing. Not even 25% yet, so that battery, I knew it was a dead battery. It's the old one off Shemi, I think, or is that the one that came with this car and has then just been left discharged for way too long? Either way, it's not a good battery. Probably going to have to jump it. And now at the stage where I should be able to do that. Just making sure everything's clear. I think so. Does it go in the corner of shame? I mean, that is a typical spot for a stalled project, but now I've dumped all this in the way of corner of shame. So that's not ideal. You may have noticed, folks, planning, not something I'm good at. I just sort of do stuff. And it very frequently goes horribly wrong. But nonetheless, we're getting closer. I need to start clearing this stuff. I might do that just while we got stuff on charge. But let's have a think. Where am I going to put it? Where am I going to put it? Where would you put it? In the bin. Yeah, I know. I had got the jump pack. It was in Bella. So that's good. I took this to leave in her at the airport just in case something went awry and she was left all sad and broken. And yeah. There we go. Going to need the boost, I think. Boost. It never likes starting first time, this. Oh, silly me, I left the pulley loosely fitted. Maybe we'll take those items out before we break something, eh? Let's go again. That's not great. It was working. Hope we haven't killed the fuel pump. It is true, I cannot hear the fuel pump at all. Well, that's a bit of a blow. Right, got something in there. Yeah, it runs on something. What it doesn't run on is its own fuel. Try some lovely cleaner. Yummers. And maybe it'll magically fire into life, maybe? Okay, that's a disappointment. I guess we'll be filing that under please take this thing away. It did run, and now it doesn't. Well, I guess if you abandon the car for ages, it stops working. I think it may be time, folks. I'm just clearing a bit more space here, because I haven't got much room to swing the front end around. Let's just stuff that. Oh, that's where my tyre inflator is. I do wonder. As for my big one, which would have been a lot easier to pump at the tyres, but I didn't need to pump up because I can't get the car to start. Oi, steady. Things are trying to fall off. Right. Open the door. Yeah, it's going to take a bit of finagling, I think, to get her out of here. Try and get her running before we go too mad. Handbrake on, chocks away, and let's see if she'll run. So always takes a lot of cranking with Tuck after she's been sat for a while. Oh, instant loss of electrics. I suggest I didn't get a very good connection on the old battery, or the battery has just died completely, one or two. But I know which one I suspect. Oh. That battery really just die. That's not ideal. Don't leave cars sitting, folks. They really don't like it. Negative on the negative, positive on the positive. Of course, there's not much battery power left now because someone has been, yeah, using it on something else. Got oil pressure. Haven't got petrol yet. Oh. Wow. You can't say fairer than that, can you? Blimey. Good old Tuck. Not a bit too much choke, Tuck. Always amazes me, this car. She's been sat there for months. Was it March, April, somewhere around there? You see, that's how it's done. Oh, she's a bit stuck on the spot though. Come on, old girl. I didn't even want to start her in gear, really. Trying to get the choke just right. Alright, she should start moving now. Got steering going the wrong way, haven't I? Wait there, Took. Oh, what are we hitting? Nothing. Ah. A piece of plastic first aid kit that has fallen under the front of Took. We've got room. Yeah. On that side, aren't we? Steady, Took, steady. Oh, this is tight. I think the choke's sticking. That's zero choke. But with this up, I can't see where I'm reversing. Oh, happy days. Tucky's coming out again. Oh, the brakes work. Probably about time I check those, isn't it, really? Woohoo! I may have to give the old girl a wash before we try driving anywhere. She's a bit dusty. Even bits of wood, apparently. But yeah, let's maybe give her a quick wash. Unfortunately, while it might seem at first glance I've got water, I actually haven't. My hose is lacking a rubber washer. So it's a good old manual screen wash, so I can actually see where I'm going. There we go. This little car is incredible. She just sits there and waits her turn, as I suppose she did all of her life, really. I don't think there was ever a time she was seeing a lot of use. Hence what I believe is an original mileage of 30 something. What are we on, Tuck? 33,445. Which I strongly suspect is her original mileage. Probably just did the weekly trip to the shops and not a lot more. Although some owners of these had big adventures. At least one of these went regularly on holiday to Spain, which I find incredible. Right, better do a light check. There we got lights. Proper in neutral. And the other side. Let's check brake lights. I can't see the brake lights. I've got tail lights. Let's check the indicators. Oh yeah, indicator that side. Indicator that side. I'll tell you what, why don't you come round? You can tell me. Why am I trying to look at myself? Right, so tell me folks, have we got brake lights? It kind of looks like we haven't. Let's turn the indicator off, raise the revs. Oh no, they're there. Marvellous. Right, if you're new to the terrifying world of the Invacar, yeah, this is Tuck. So braking is by pushing the steering column down and you twist the handlebars like on a motorbike, and twist throttle as well. It's a CVT, so the revs stay constant, the speed builds up, that's 30 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour. We are going slightly downhill. That's 50 miles an hour and I'm easing off now, that's enough. She will do 70, but it's terrifying. So a bit of braking there. It's basically like Triumph Herald or Reliant rear brakes on all three corners. Fully hydraulic, and by the feel of it, pretty well balanced at the moment. On a three-wheeler you really notice if your brakes are out of balance one side to the other. Just incredible, this little car. I think she only did about 100 miles over the past year. Hasn't been out enough. And of course the CVT, very, very happy at 20 miles an hour, which is good because we're in Wales and we're now on the 20 limit. Let's go and do a quick lap of Nuki, shall we? That should be quite interesting. Watch out for buses here. Like a Toyota Voxy JDM. It's putting out the junction. I don't think we'll get a good view. Sorry, folks. Indeed, it is a Voxy, and we're going to go and follow it on a lap of Nuki. This might be slow going today. I may regret this choice. We've done this many times, but I just love it because this car makes people smile like nothing else. Ellie gets close. Ellie with a roof back especially. Oh, tide's out today. Many boats in the harbour because it is summer season. Yeah, one of the scariest things I've done took the Invacar. I once took her up Shelsley Walsh. That wasn't the scary bit. She was quite slow going up Shelsley Walsh, in all honesty. It's the oldest hill climb, some say the oldest motorsport venue in continuous use in the world. And yeah, it's going up was fine. Coming back down, terrifying. Very slow Voxy. There's hoping to get a space down here. Chance would be a fine thing. But that's okay. Tuck will go as slow as you want. Look at that focus. That's a lovely colour. Wow. The dolphin boats down here, there's several companies doing dolphin tours. And they've been finding some amazing photos of dolphins lately. Caught them feeding. It's been, yeah, very, very impressive. Yeah, always busy in Nuki in the summer holidays. Go past the captains, so probably our favourite chippy. Although Mariners is very good as well. And Pepper Pot there is also a very fine eatery. Come on, Tuck. Oh, what are they doing? Giving me a heart attack, that's what they're doing. Oh, it certainly is good to have her out for a razz again. Now the big question is, after that run, is the battery fixed? No. Well, I don't know if it is a battery issue. Actually, maybe a connectivity issue, and what's happening is when I put the jump pack on, it's just making a better connection. Let's put the headlights on. Yeah, we've got headlights, got ignition. Yeah, there we go. So it is actually working. But anyway, that's the important development. Tuck is out. and ready to go off for a service at some point, and possibly a show or two. I'm going all the way to Carmarthen on Sunday, and I'm not sure I fancy it in Took. Much as I love Took, maybe not, but we'll see. I might get my brave pants on. Got some interesting content ideas floating around this weekend as well, but there we are. Well, there we go, folks. That's another slightly chaotic fleet update. Took back in use again, things rearranged slightly, and the Jackery now proving it can boil a kettle. That is running at 2,600 watts, so we're still about 1,000 watts short of what its maximum can be. But I hope you've enjoyed this mildly chaotic update. I'm going to have a well-deserved cup of tea, and we'll see you in a future video. Don't forget, Triangular Doom design is available at the new Hubnut store. Fourth wall logo, or link rather, down below, and you can also get the Perodua Power shirt as well. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your continued support for channel members and patrons. You help make this happen on a regular basis, and we'll see you soon. Bye.